WonderCon Eve. I came by to pick up my program and bag and lanyard, so I'll show that to you all in just a minute. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you what the convention center looks like. So I will be turning the phone or the camera around so I can show you what I'm looking at. And there we go. So lovely fountains, of course. And of course this year the convention center has the Knights of the Zodiac banners. Today they added the actors and those slimmer banners, so looking nice. They're still working on things, obviously. Well, there's a spot over here. I'm going to show you the program and the lanyard and stuff, and then I'll show you where to get those things if you're coming to pick them up. So the bag is just the usual kind of plastic bag, but it does have the Knights of the Zodiac on it. And then the program has the really cool artwork on it. And of course has the usual information, the special guests, the schedule, cool stuff. And then the lanyard is pretty plain. See if I can dig it up. Forgot I put it on. So yeah, the lanyard is just a plain black lanyard. Nothing too exciting there. Yeah, the badges are obviously a little more plain than we're used to. Although post-pandemic, we're lucky just to have a show, so kind of hard to complain about it. But yeah, I agree. The badges, when they have artwork on it, is definitely looks better and looks cooler. But so I thought I would walk you over to Hall D and C. I won't go inside because they are asking for like your barcode and stuff to show in order to get in, but I'll go to the entrance and show you where to go to get your bag and lanyard. And then also if you are purchasing your tickets, you can do so over in Hall D if you haven't purchased them already. So head over. The weather has been a little more chilly, a little colder than I was expecting it to be. On my phone app it says it's 60 degrees. Feels a little cooler than that, but also it's been sprinkling intermittently, so if you are coming, you may want to pack your, if you use umbrellas, I guess umbrellas or a raincoat or a jacket or something, because the weather has been very wet, I guess, in Southern California lately. So, yeah, head over. So things have been pretty quiet. I've been here probably about an hour, 2 hours maybe, kind of wandering. Sean is stuck at work until late tonight, so he'll be heading out a little later. So yeah, there's Hall D, and as I said, they're asking you to show your barcode before you go in, or basically give them an explanation for why you're heading in. And then once you go in, there's to the right the usual big bank of computers and terminals, and there are lots of them set up, so there shouldn't be much of a wait. And then if you're picking up your press or industry badges, it's in there. And then to the far left is where you pick up your bags and lanyard. So when I was there was literally no line for anything. Everything was walk up. So I imagine it's what it is now, because again, they have a lot of terminals set up. Yeah, again, with the badges and the bags, well, the bags I think are what's usually there. And so, yeah, but again, at least we have lanyards, at least we have badges, at least there's a show for us to attend. So, yeah, obviously trying to keep everything in perspective, but agreed, I would like a fancier lanyard. So, let's see. Trying to pull up the chat while I walk. A Disney outing. If you're going to Disney, cool. I'm going to Disney today. I didn't get a reservation, and I don't know if there is one, but I figured I'd be wandering around and at some point check into our room and stuff. But yeah, obviously Disney is right across the street, so it's been very busy there pretty much every day that we're there, and we go midweek, we go on weekends. It's been crazy busy at Disney, so but it's so fun. I don't know about the volunteer shifts. Okay, so let me catch up on a couple of those comments. I'm kind of klutzy, and so when I'm trying to read and walk, I'm bound to like trip. So give me a second here. Yeah, I'm not sure about the volunteer shifts. I think you can probably go to the website and see about that. Or if anybody knows, feel free to jump in and comment on the volunteer shifts. I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, definitely, dust off your old lanyards, or purchase one. Lots of places have lots of cool lanyards, so if you don't like it, you can always purchase a nicer one. It looks like they're separating the main plaza from the fountain and entrance again this year. There isn't a divide from the convention center to the fountains, but if you do need to be a badge to even get to the fountain. So I'll walk over since I'm over here now and kind of show you. So there's a tent set up for the prop weapons check, and also that will probably be where you need to show your badge to get into the fountain. So yeah, the fountain's not separated from the convention center, but it is separated from where the food trucks and stuff will be. And then when I walked over by at the end of the North Hall and by the arena is where you'll need to show your badge on that end to get in. And then over by Hall D and E, there's also another tent set up for another prop weapons check and to check your show your badge to get access. So yeah, the fountain you will not be able to access unless you are badged. Let's see. I seriously doubt anyone will shame you for wearing a mask. I'm still wearing mine at conventions just because of my height. I feels like I'm always in people's faces, and I don't like that in general. So I'm still wearing a mask. Sean doesn't, but he's much taller, so he's like above everybody, and so he doesn't have the same issues I do. So I've been wearing my mask at the different conventions we've gone to, and I've never had any issues with it. And so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Let's see. Hey Andrew, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. So it looks like I said, the places that they're checking for the badges is at this tent here, which is right in front of the fountains, between where the food trucks will be and where the fountain. Then on the I think that would be the north end toward the, it was basically at the end of the North Hall, and in front of the arena, there's, again, the tent set up basically like this, but on that end where you'll need to show your badge. And then where there's at the little roundabout drop-off area down by Hall D and E is an other location that you would need to show your badges. I don't know if like these smaller side entrances will be accessible with badges or not. I think for I want to say it was D23. I think some people had access to it. It was kind of hit and miss, but generally I think it's going to be those 3 main locations. Oh, and then there is another tent set up. Let me walk over that way. Kind of the parking behind the Hilton, where would be it looks like it's the same type of setup, but I will walk over and show you what I'm referring to. I believe the exclusives did get emailed out if you were selected in the lottery. Neither Sean nor I got anything, so we did not receive those emails. But I think it was, Monday or Tuesday, I think there people were posting. Hello, Night Bodega. Thank you for joining. Okay, yeah, and Carrie's verifying from the San Diego unofficial blog that those emails did go out on the exclusives. And she says you can access them using your member ID. When Sean and I log in to try to look at the exclusives portal, it just kicks us out. So I think that's their way of saying, get out, you didn't get anything. So he and I, when we pull up our member ID, we don't see anything. But yeah. So if you did, you would see something. So over here by kind of by the exit where the kind of food court is at Hilton, and by parking, there's a tent, and someone pointed out that might just be an exit. So you, again, mileage will vary depending on date and time, I think, probably, or who's standing there, on whether or not you'll be able to access. So I don't know if that'll be an entry point or just an exit, but it is there. But I think if you stick to the 3 main ones, again, by the arena, by Hall D&E, and by the main plaza, will be, I think, most likely to be able to access things. So, let's see. Yeah, the day is very nice. Like I mentioned, it's a little cooler than I thought it would be, but according to my app, it's 60. It was sprinkling earlier, a bit of rain, so there wasn't supposed to be any. But if you're in Southern California, then you know the rain has been very prevalent lately, and I I generally love the rain, but I've had my fill. I'm ready for some sunshine. So yeah, bring your jackets, bring your ponchos, just in case. Umbrellas, if you use them. I don't use them. I'm always afraid I'm going to poke someone in the eye, and I figure it's just water, so I don't carry them around like at theme parks and stuff. Now, I have won the lottery a few times. For Comic-Con last year, I was super excited that I got the first time slot for Funko, which I'm sure will never happen again, but it did happen that one time. And yeah, if you are, so I'm standing here facing the convention center. If we go to the right, where I'm sending, and keep walking to the arena is down that way, and North Hall is down that way, and that is the other entry, one of the entry points. Let's see. Does WonderCon have a store on the outside? I don't think so. I don't think they have had stores in the outside. Usually you can get their merch on the floor. They do have a booth in there. But yeah, I don't think they usually have a store on the outside, so I'd be surprised if they do this year. But let's see. So I'm going to walk over to the kind of main plaza area and show you where the food trucks are going to be. Yeah, so there's lots of tables set up out here, which hopefully won't become too much of a hindrance when lining up in the morning, but probably won't be. And then there's all these setups for the food trucks to come in. I saw on the WonderCon website that they listed the different food trucks that'll be here. So it looks like there might be setups for 12 food trucks, I think. So yeah, it looks like there'll be lots of options. And again, on the website, they listed a lot of them, and they're not food trucks I'm familiar with. We don't do food trucks a lot, but they're there. And it is nice to have that option if the convention center is busy or whatever. But yeah, there are tables. Food trucks are coming. And like for food options, we'll often go into the Hilton and eat at their food court. Let's see. I was looking for a gap so I could just walk over there and kind of show you what's available over there. But there's all this fencing around, so it's taking me a bit. But yeah, we're super excited to be back here for WonderCon. There's actually more interesting panels and stuff than I think we were expecting based on how things kind of started out, but definitely look at the schedule because there's lots of things. Oh, you can go to the Unofficial Vlogs podcast, and they go through a rundown of the schedule, which was very helpful and pointed lots of things out. Of course, Carrie, if you want to post like the link to your podcast, then people can go directly to it, because I don't remember the exact name of it. I know it's the San Diego Comic-Con official blog or official podcast of the Unofficial Blog. As far as, yeah, lots of tables. As far as bringing in outside food, we've not seen anything saying that we can't bring it in for this show. Other shows, it's sometimes an issue, but Comic-Con International shows usually haven't had that stipulation. So yeah, you should be able to bring in snacks. We always bring water, some snacks. We still eat at the convention center or get full meals at places, but we definitely bring our snacks and stuff because every once in a while it's hard to get to, so easy. Thanks, James. So the SD Concast. Sorry, I couldn't remember the actual official name, but thank you, James. So yeah, they did do a really cool breakdown of the schedule. So go there, listen to it, and it's very helpful. But yeah, so food, we always have a few snacks and stuff on hand in case we're in a situation that we can't get to the food or the lines are long or whatever. The waters do get heavy to carry, but at least we have them. And this food court over here is at the Hilton, and it's one of the places we do like to eat if we're here, either doing video or whatever. So Crave Pizza is where we often end up. The other day we got like 2 slices of pizza, 1 drink, and a pasta salad, and it was like $25, I think, so not horrible. And then the Coastal Mexican Kitchen is another option. And the deli used to be Submarina, and we haven't actually seen it open I think there's been one convention where I saw it open and the sandwiches were extremely expensive. And but I don't know if they'll be opening this weekend or not. And then over here is the Anaheim Burger Company, which also not sure if it'll be open, but might be. Hopefully it is. There's more food options, makes it easier. Let's see. So, oh, and then over there's also a Starbucks in the Hilton. Wander over there. So yeah, Starbucks is over here as well. So I believe they accept mobile orders and stuff at this location. So that is an option as well. Starbucks is open. It's open now. Then I'll stop here for a second and catch up on comments. I agree. Night Bodega comic, the blog, the SCCC unofficial blog, does a great job covering things for both this show and Comic-Con, obviously. An escape room is a question. I don't think I've seen anything about an escape room, so I don't know if there's one or not. There might be, but I'm not familiar with it. Thank you, Drunk Obi-Wan. We all try to help in any way that we can. And hi, Andrew. Thanks for joining and watching along. So those are like the food court options here at the Hilton. And then they also have the restaurant and the bar, which also seem to be open. I know we're usually grabbing fast food ourselves, but obviously we want to do a sit-down restaurant. They have that as well. Oh, the pure escape. Yeah, no, I think that's not meant to be an escape room. I think that's more of a spa. But that would be a fun escape room. But yeah, no escape rooms that I'm aware of. So yeah, here's the mixed lounge, so a bar. And then off to the right is the mixed restaurant. So. Okay, I'll make my way back out. Oh, there's sun. I'm so happy to see the sun. Hopefully it sticks around for a bit. Okay, so thank you, True Force. I guess Starbucks at the Hilton isn't currently accepting ordering ahead, so that's a bummer. That could have been helpful, but thanks for looking into that. Yeah, an escape room at a con. We've seen many escape rooms, and they are fun, but obviously low capacity, so can take a while to get into. So they usually do like reservations and stuff. I think I'll start to wrap things up unless anyone has any specific questions. We did go over to the Marriott the last time we were here when we were doing the on-site guide, and there was the pizza available, and then the Starbucks market type place that has like sandwiches and salads and stuff as well. The hours were pretty limited when we were here, but I'm guessing they would have bigger hours or more hours available during the weekend. parking. Yeah, so parking, I don't know if they'll be allowing parking at Hilton, but if you are here today for parking, you can park there and do their hourly rates, which is I think $6 for the first hour and then some amount for each additional half hour or something like that. There's a drop-off area over by Hall D and E, but you can't leave the car there, so someone needs to be with the car. Parking at a Toy Story at Disney. Disney's daily parking rate is currently $30, so that's not cheap, unless you're a pass holder and you have parking on it. And then parking at the convention center is $20. At least that's what the sign said when I came in. So, are there any other questions? Okay. Oops, now I'm dropping things. Okay. So I will. Okay, so thanks, Carrie. Carrie said that Toy Story parking might be $20 for the rest of the week if you tell them that you're there for WonderCon. She does emphasize supposedly. And dedicated Uber Lyft areas. Oh, Carrie, James, do you happen to know if there's a dedicated Uber Lyft area? I feel like each show they kind of change. I believe one of the shows we attended last year, the drop-off area was way over on Catella, what used to be the bus stop, and I think that was the Uber Lyft area. But I don't think I've seen anything about a dedicated Uber Lyft area. The drop-off area to the left of Hall D and E might be accessible. There's an area over there for taxis to kind of park. Okay, thanks, Carrie. You're so on top of everything. You know everything. So, Andrew, it looks like I'm sure you're right there, James. You would have gotten it. So, okay, it looks like the drop-off area is going to be over to the left of Hall E. So, and I think it said Sarah got picked up at Hilton. So basically, yeah, to the left of Hall E, where there's where you go to pick up your lanyard and your bag and stuff, there is a the roundabout area, drop-off area over there, and that's the area that Sean and I will use if we're doing a quick stop where I'm staying in the car, he's running in to get something or whatever. That area looks like it's where you'll want to go if you're going to do Uber or Lyft. So, and it's if you're staring at the convention center to the far left, and I think if you like are using Google Maps or ways to get there, if you enter the what is it, Transit Plaza, I think is what I usually enter to get over to that area. So let's see. Yeah, things look pretty set here. The banner's up. Trying to think if there's anything else. Obviously, I'm not seeing any like off-sites being built or anything like that, so I don't think we are going to be expecting those. There will, of course, be giveaways that the blog is doing, and we'll be doing our prize drops as well. So keep an eye out on those on social. Follow the SDCC unofficial blog and follow Parks and Ponds. Keep your notifications on because we will be, both groups will be giving away stuff. We'll be doing our usual prize drops where we just kind of leave an item and we take a photo, and whoever finds it. It's very simple. And then the unofficial blog, the prize mule. Sorry. So for the blog, keep an eye out. The prize mule will be handing out prizes as well, and there's some cool like Renfield stuff and other things. Yes, Renfield. We're very excited. very cool shirts, glasses, and stuff. So follow along, turn on your notifications. Probably best that you follow on Twitter because the information moves so quickly, and Twitter you can still get access to stuff without all the algorithms getting in the way and blocking things. So, okay. Unless anybody else has any other questions, I will go ahead and wrap up here. And we are looking forward to being here again tomorrow and taking in everything that WonderCon has to offer in 2023. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for Carrie, James, everyone from the blog for joining in and helping answer questions. And thank you everyone else for asking the questions and for joining in the conversation. Looking forward to seeing everybody. And thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Troop Force. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. All right, everybody. Have a great afternoon, evening. We'll see you in line at WonderCon.